Hi, this is America's Pastor inviting you to stay tuned for the world's greatest boxing commentary. Now, he's often imitated, but never duplicated. I want you to put your hands together and give him some love as we welcome the one, the only, T-Dub.
Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy T-Dub was blazing the sports guy. Listen, man, I am back with a lunchtime, crunch time, live boxing talk, guys. Do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, maybe you're just coming in and you see your boy T-Dub is live. Like, let me get this work. Do me one favor, guys, and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share and sharing. Also, hit the notification bell so whenever I'm live, you get it. And let me make sure that my audio is working. There we go. We're good. We're good, guys. All right, man. Listen, let's talk about it. Man, guys, this was a boxing weekend. This right here was a boxing weekend. Oh, my gosh. Right? Lomachenko not versus Nakatani. Lubin taking on Rosario. Gervonta Davis taking on Barrios. Guys, this was it. Wow, right? Wow, right? Everything was going like Superman, up, and away. Guys, and all of the guys that I think was projected to win, won. And then, right, we got the news. We got the news here. You don't got the news. Breaking news, guys. Manny Pacquiao is being sued. What? Spence versus Pacquiao fight is in jeopardy. Bam, bam, bam. Man, there's so much going on right now, guys, and I'm gonna try to do my best to cover it the best I can, while I can, and when I can. Is right now, guys. Your boy T-Dub is taking a break from work. I have a whole setup here to give you this work, and then after that, I'll be back to my regular 9 to 5. But listen, what do you want to talk about first? Matter of fact, let's do this because most of us know about Gervonta Davis. We excited about it, and I'll get into it. I even break down that shot you see right there where he's getting hit with that left hand. But here we go. All right, guys. That's it. There we go. All right, guys. Welcome to the channel, guys. Listen, I'm going to jump right into it, and I'm going to start about Manny Pacquiao. Yes, Manny Pacquiao, the living legend that is currently fighting in boxing. Not only still currently fighting in boxing, but he is taking on young guns in boxing. Adrian Broner, Keith Thurman, and now Errol Spence Jr. Listen, guys, he fought the old guns, the mid guns, the new guns, the used guns, the setup guns, the layup guns, and now he is taking on these young ones, right? Started off with Adrian Broner, then Keith Thurman, and now Errol Spence Jr. Hashtag man down, hashtag the truth. And we're going to find out if the truth, or if Manny Pacquiao can let us know. There's a little Filipino lie in there. But listen, somebody is trying to get in between that. And I put an article up, haven't got a chance to read it, but I said, hey, this got to help me with this story. Let's get into it. Manny Pacquiao faces lawsuit saying he veered from Mikey Garcia for Errol Spence Jr. Basically, he left negotiating for the Mikey Garcia fight in favor of fighting Errol Spence Jr. All right, now let me take the article, go down just a little bit. Let's see what they got. All right, let's see. Powerful Combat Sports manager Adi has filed a breach of contract lawsuit against 8th Division boxing champion Manny Pacquiao, seeking to recoup a $3.3 million advance and requesting an injunction to stop Manny Pacquiao. They got it as August the 21st, I think it's 24th. Welterweight title fight against Errol Spence Jr. Not only do they want the 3.3, but they want to stop him from fighting Errol Spence Jr. The fight that literally came out of nowhere, that we didn't think was going to happen, and now out of nowhere, it might be stopped. I don't know. And I tell you one thing. If this group is suing Pacquiao for breach of contract, and they some kind of way sue him and prevent the Errol Spence Jr. fight, to me that sounds like Errol Spence Jr. can now sue Manny Pacquiao for breach of contract because he has something in signed writing as well. But listen, we don't know how this is going to go right now. We do know, like a lot of people happen, when you're rich, you got money, and listen, um, I was to say T-Dub, I would say T-Dub is none of those. T-Dub is definitely not rich, but T-Dub has a little bread. Not a lot, a little bread. You know, I got the bread that the pigeons pick up. You know, I don't got the whole loaf. I got a couple of crumbs here and there, and I try to make it do what it do. All right, so let's see. Let's get that. Okay, yeah, Manny Pacquiao seeking to recoup. Not Manny Pacquiao. A lawsuit against 8th division boxing champion Manny Pacquiao, seeking to recoup 3.3 million. Requests an injunction to stop Pacquiao scheduled August 21st welterweight title fight against Earl Spence Jr. Or Tar, I guess the name of the person who's suing him. Southern California-based agency Paradigm Sports manages UFC. I guess they manage Conor McGregor. Claims in lawsuit filed in Orange County that he was negotiating with Pacquiao to meet 4th-division champion Mikey Garcia. Lawsuit, a copy of which obtained now. Okay, let's see. Wikipedia, Pacquiao Association, including the fathers, and all. Okay, blah 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 blah. Hey, okay, is this something good right here? Pacquiao back to powerful boxing management Al Heyman, PBC, and he signed to fight unbeaten WBC IBF champion Spence in pay-per-view bout to take place at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. In the lawsuit, Paradigm attorney Judd, in addition to the millions of dollars in straightforward economic loss that Paradigm stands to suffer, the damage to its reputation that results from Pacquiao breaches is incalculable. Just when Paradigm was at the cusp of establishing itself as a major player in boxing. Guys, do he have a real lawsuit or not? Let's keep going. We got the article up, right? Let's keep going. Does he have a lawsuit? I don't know. Now, I tell you this right here. I don't know a lot about law, but a lot of it, to me, some of it is clear cut, and a lot of it is in the writing. But the main thing about writing, if it's in the writing or not in the writing, what did you sign? If it's really about the signature. It's about the signature. Now there are interviews out there of Mikey Garcia saying, "Listen, I'm in deep negotiation with Manny Pacquiao. Right now we have not signed. There's still a few things that we want to iron out, so we sent it back over." But you know, to me, it sounded like they've been negotiating and everything was almost done. It was almost done. And then out of nowhere, it looks like Manny Pacquiao went the Earl Spence Jr. route. So before I jump back to the article that I have know nothing about and see if I can dig for any more information, let me get the thoughts off the top of my cranium right now. If how do I say this? If they are just working on it, right? And they going back and forth. And it really doesn't matter if they are an inch away from everybody being at 100%. If they all do not agree to what is exactly in writing, and they both have signed to what's exactly in writing, then you don't have a contract. You don't. It's just how it is. You don't have a contract. Remember, guys, Deontay Wilder was set to fight Tyson Fury a long time ago, right? After the first fight, they were negotiating for the second fight. And listen, they said, listen, we're almost there, right? Remember that Tyson Fury said, we're almost there. We just got to work out I think he said, the referee and the location. So we're thinking, okay, this is almost good. And then what happened? Out of nowhere, Tyson Fury jumps, ships, goes to ESPN, and he doesn't even fight Deontay Wilder. Next, has 2 more fights before they have their epic second fight. Buckeye be in the building. What's up, champ? Salute to you, champ. In the building, the one, the only. What's up, Queen? Sierra F in this building. I don't know why, Sierra. Every time I see your name, it makes me think about the singer. It's Sierra, Supersonic, Funky, Fresh. I don't know why that song comes to my head. Brennan, what's up with it, Brennan? Brennan says, I was there to see the Tank Davis fight. It was crazy. Fun. Got my glove signed. Well, bro, keep it, man. Keep that glove, man. And listen, I'm going to jump on that too as well. But let's get done tackling this Manny Pacquiao. I would love to get you guys' thoughts on there. And listen, some of you guys might not even have any thoughts on this at all because it might be brand new to you, right? I found out this morning. I wanted to go live when I found out this morning, but T-Dub got his job. Like you say, guys, when you see all this stuff right here, well, you can't see all of it. You see one thing here, but there's some more things right here. Your boy T-Dub is doing his work. Sad for me that this is my last week working. Like right now, I have been doing through the COVID. Week home, week in office. Week home, week in office. Guys, this is my last full week. Your boy T-Dub is sad. Your boy T-Dub is mad because I'm going to be missing that saving money on gas. I'm going to be missing that saving time, getting my extra sleep in. You know what I'm saying? Waking up right before I have to go to work and just log in real quick. I'm going to miss it. Oh, sweet dreams are made up. Who am I? All right. So, let's see what we got. All right. I think I read that. The complaint was filed by Paradigm Sports, California, Friday. It's an effort to interfere with Manny Pacquiao's upcoming mega fight. And it can and will fail for numerous reasons. Oh, they think it's going to fail. Oh, this is Manny Pacquiao attorney. Okay, see, I just into it. Manny Pacquiao attorney said, listen, they're just trying to interfere with this fight, and it's going to fail and will fail in many reasons. Listen, the real time that you can really argue about a contract is when both parties sign and somebody trying to abandon the contract, right? For example, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, they both have signed, signatures there. So the only thing to debate was what was actually in the contract. Was Wilder entitled to a third based on the contract and writing signed? Or was Fury able to get out of it based on contract signed? Deontay Wilder won. Here's the third fight coming. Whatever happens, happy cap. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people happy and a lot of people pissed off after that fight, no matter who wins. But in this case right here, Manny Pacquiao, it doesn't sound, I could be wrong, it sounds like they were close to agreeing, but not quite. And let me give you another example why, until more news come out, why I don't believe that this is going to happen. Let me give you another example, right? I gave you the Tyson Furies, the Deontay Wilders. Now let me give you another Deontay Wilder. Okay. So Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua were in talks for a minute. Joshua made an offer. Wilder made an offer. Joshua came back with an offer. And then Wilder said, listen, I'm going to agree to a never heard of flat fee in the unification belt. Typically, there's a percentage, but you're going to offer me 15 million flat fee. Damn it, to kick your butt, I'll take it. And after that, remember, that's just saying they agreed to it. The dollar amount, they agreed to it. But Wilder was like, I guess Wilder counted like, well, just a couple things we like to change. We would like to change that. We wanted to be a two-way rematch clause. I think that was one of the things. They wanted to be a two-way rematch clause. That's what I believe. But remember, even though they was talking about agreeing, until everything's agreed and signed, you really don't have a deal. Because after that, Deontay Wilder was given a 24-hour notice to have to make a fight with Pulev, which ended up taking about a week or so to actually make the fight. But what I'm trying to say is Joshua was able to walk away from Deontay Wilder after Wilder agreed to his amount, and he didn't have to fight Deontay Wilder. Well, in this case, from what it sounds like is that Mikey and Manny Pacquiao was going back and forth for some time. And guys, the reason a lot of times these fighters don't just sign deals quickly is because a lot of time they are talking to 2 or 3 people at one time. Now, what have we heard about Manny Pacquiao? What have we heard about? Pacquiao is going to fight Conor McGregor. That was up in the air. Pacquiao is going to fight Ryan Garcia. That was up in the air. Now we got Pacquiao taking on Errol Spence Jr. and Pacquiao trying to fight Mikey Garcia. Many of us, including myself, thought it was going to be Mikey Garcia was going to get this fight. I thought it was. I thought there was no way on this God-given green earth that Pacquiao was going to fight Errol Spence Jr. When you're talking about a shocker, Blanca, Street Fighter, this got me. He said, Tank ain't no joke. No, ain't no joke, Jim Jones. It beats. Guys, let's cook this a little bit more, then we'll get to the Gervonta Davis. I appreciate you guys coming in. Hey, guys, if you get a chance to catch this live or replay, smash the like button for you, boy. I appreciate it. Let's see what we got. All right, should this matter actually proceed beyond Friday following the court of law, Mr. Pacquiao will defend this action. He would assert his own claims against Paradigm Sports and seek to recover his attorney's fees as well. Guys, again, T-Dub didn't know a lot about court at all. I'm not gonna lie to you at all. The only time I learned a little bit about court is when I was going. It was custody, right? I was fighting to be in my kid's life, and my BM was fighting for me to not be in life. Just BS. As you guys know, I got 50-50 custody. If you don't know, I got 50-50 custody. Week on, week off. No prior history, no nothing. Put myself through college. Did everything the right way. Trying to be a good black man the best way I can. Because not too much is on my side. But my own pride and a little support I got. So, what I didn't realize, to get back to the court, when her attorney, which I had a shitty attorney, when her attorney was like, yeah, and we want for him to pay for her attorney fees too, because she shouldn't have to go to court and blah blah blah. I'm like, pay for attorney fees? Why? I didn't pay for no attorney fees. And I didn't have to, but you know how courts do it. Because I got what I want to be in my kid's life, they found another way to give her extra money. Not talking about child support, which that is included as well, but money outside of that. But I didn't know you could do that. Like I said, man, I didn't go to court. I mean, I didn't really, like I said, know a lot about courtrooms and being sued. Even though I did take criminal law and all that. But man, a lot of that stuff was for my it was for my bachelor's, right? I knew it when I was doing it, but I didn't retain a lot of that stuff. I gotta be honest. But guys, here's the thing. Manny Pacquiao is being sued. And let me give you this what else. It sounds like Mikey Garcia, this is me, sounds like Mikey Garcia was working with this company called Paradigm, right? And Paradigm also had another star that they worked for, that they managed, was Conor McGregor. Mikey got them to try to work with getting Pacquiao. It sounded like they were pretty close to agreeing. At least on a couple of occasions, Mikey Garcia admitted that he did not completely agree. It sounded like Mikey didn't sign all the things on his own end, but they was pretty close. They had a couple of things they got to iron out before they can actually seal the deal. Well, when Manny Pacquiao pulled out the deal, whenever they got back a counter offer, let's say for Mikey's team, Manny Pacquiao didn't like it. Probably like the Errol Spence Jr. fight better, maybe even get more money. So he said, you know what? If you don't agree to what I sent you last, and that's not what you're going to sign to, then hey, I'm going to take my ball and I'm going to go to a different court and I'm going to play. And that's when he went over. Now he's fighting Errol Spence Jr. Well, as a result of Paradigm not actually getting making the fight between Manny Pacquiao and Mikey Garcia, sounds like Mikey Garcia have left the company. So the company like, dang it, man, that was a big star. We got Conor, but we needed this other big star. We lost him. We got to sue Manny Pacquiao. He wasted our time. Because we were negotiating for a long time, and he didn't fight the guy we wanted to fight. Well, listen, it doesn't matter if you negotiate 2 months, negotiate for 6 years. At the end of it, if you do not agree, and you don't sign it, then I don't think you have a deal. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Guys, listen, man. I could be wrong. Remember, it's all in the writing. It's all, we don't know who signed what. I'm going off of just thoughts and some videos, but when it comes down to the behind the doors, I don't got that fly on the wall to talk to me. Hit the like button. If they prevent this Pacquiao versus Spence, some people consider this the passing of the torch. Julio Chavez Sr., he passed it to Oscar La Hoya. And now we can have Pacquiao potentially passing to Errol Spence Jr. Or Errol Spence Jr., or Pacquiao proving that, like the Terminator said, I'm old, but I'm not obsolete. And he beat the young gun, and he stands on top of another generation of boxers that he shouldn't be fighting in, and he ruled like the Highlander. There can only be one, and he would be if he beat Errol Spence Jr. That would be big. But guys, listen, this could be a fight that we can go back and forth all day, but there's a potential chance that it can be stopped, right? We don't know if it is. I don't think it can happen, but it could. But now, guys, let's get into the story at hand, or the second story of the day. Gervonta Tank Davis moved up from his last fight of 130, moved up to 140, taking on the 26-0, 17 knockouts, Mario Barrios. Guys, was he big enough? Was he strong enough? Will he be the same fighter? Tank Davis has a style that he likes to bring the pain to the fighter. Can he walk down the bigger man? Can the bigger man keep him at bay with the reach and the power? How would Tank Davis act when he is hit by a much bigger, naturally bigger fighter? Guys, listen, man. Green Smith said, I was there. Jim Jones says, Tank ain't no joke. Green Smith says, I believe after what I saw, Tank can win against Lopez and Lomachenko. Which Lomachenko was in action as well, guys, that night. Had a pretty good performance. Got a stoppage, I believe, as well in the 9th round. But guys, listen, man, let's get into it, guys. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Sharing is caring. I am back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers every bit of this work. Let's work. See the flame. Let's get it. Guys, in this fight, we saw a damn good Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios was, he was boxing well. I thought he was winning some rounds because he was outworking Gervonta. Like a lot of rounds, like Gervonta was making him miss a lot of shots, right? Boom, 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 boom. But a lot of times, because Gervonta Davis, in my opinion, was not or did not get the timing down and the reach down yet of Barrios, he wasn't able to capitalize on the punches. Now, as the fight went later, especially approaching the second half of the fight, he was able to dial in. He was able to cut that ring off. And he was able to do some damage, guys. And to me, to see Tank Davis take this man's power, and there was a point in that fight, and I think it might have been the 9th round. Was it the 9th round? Might have been the 9th round, because in the 8th round, that's when Gervonta Davis shook the room, right? It was a haymaker, right? He came out and hit that man with a crossbody right hook. Wow! And Brandon Rios fell sideways. Like listen, that is sheer power. Like Tank Davis said in the post-fight interview, listen, I know I'm cracking. He hit Brandon Rios with a lead right hook crossbody. Basically, he started on one side and came across. Boom! Woo! I'm gonna have to, hey guys, you know what? I might do it, I don't know. I might do, a punch breakdown on that, like what made it so effective and so good. But anyway, man, he hit that man with a right hand that sent him sideways. That's like a that wasn't a simple knockdown. He knocked his man back, then down. Not just boom, go down, like back, then down. Then he gets up and then he hits the man with a left hand and drops him. Big 8th round for Tank Davis. But listen, like a warrior, like a young warrior, like Brandon Barrios, or not Brandon. I'm calling this man Brandon for. Like Mario Barrios came to the ring, he was ready for war. Guys, that getting laid down like that made Mario come out that 9th round. Like, F that. I'm not going to lose. I'm not one of these yuppies. Nope. Nope. And he came out and he started, he took the 9th round. He took the 9th round. And he hit Tank Davis with some sauce. Probably the biggest punch I've seen Tank Davis catch. I think he threw a right hand, which you call a 2. And I think he came with a left hook. And that left hook hit Tank. Boom! And you could tell, bow, had him on the ropes. Tank came off like a little down, like, oh, basically mean you got a good shot off him. You got a good shot, okay. He took that knife. And then was it after the 9th? No, it was maybe the 10th round. The 10th round, I believe, is the 10th. It could be the end of the 9th or the 10th round. Floyd Mayweather came in the corner. I remember calling this fight live, and I was like, what is Floyd saying to him? He's saying something like, I'm gonna be 100 with you. Be 100 with you. And then somebody in the chat told me what he was saying. He said that, and when they played it back, he like, listen. He said on the unofficial scorecards, he must have watched the T-Dub. He said on the unofficial scorecards, they got you down, right? Or they got it in draw, they got you down. And Ted Davis like, I dropped him 2 times. What are you talking about? I dropped him twice. I said, listen, I'm being 100 with you. You gotta show me you're great. I'm being 100 with you. And man, all I know is after Floyd went to that man's corner, Davis came out that next round with a little bit more pep in his step, right? Going for the gusto. And it was the 11th round. I mean, look, guys. Look how many shots Tank Davis was able to hurt him. Tank Davis was stronger, or at least can take, he was taking Barrios shots better than Barrios was taking his shots. Barrios was boxing a good fight, throwing a lot of punches, trying to keep Tank Davis at bay. Tank Davis got better, cutting the ring off in that fight, more aggressive, cutting that ring off, forcing more interaction to where he can get off a little bit more, showing his speed, showing his counter-punching ability, showing his timing. Tank Davis hurt this man with multiple shots, different spots. See, a lot of times if somebody hits you with a left hook, they really want to go, and they really want to go back to that left hook because they know you're hurt on that side. They know you're hurt there, right? Or you're hurt here. They know it. So they try to attack you and they want to get that shot back again. Guys, Gervonta hit this man with a right hook, dropped it, got back up, fought for a little bit, then hit the man with an overhand left on the other side, dropped it. And then in the 11th round, it wasn't the head, not either side, temper shots. It was a counter uppercut to an uppercut to the liver that put him down. Guys, like Breanna Smith said, and I believe it as well. Breanna Smith said, I believe after what I saw, Tank can win against Lopez and Lomachenko. Man, listen, I think both of those fights will be good. I think Tank Davis versus Lomachenko is a good fight. I think him versus Lopez is a good fight. But some of you guys don't see the setup. And the setup is we might get what they was trying to build up a long time ago. But unfortunately, it's not going to be next. What are you talking about, T-Dub? I'm talking about Lomachenko fighting Gervonta Davis. Even if it doesn't happen, that fight is going to start being pushed. But I'm going to tell you what has to happen for that to be pushed. Well, it is already set up for Lomachenko to get a rematch against Lopez. Many people believe that this time around will be different. They believe that Lomachenko this time will beat Lopez. And if he beats Lopez, I don't see Lomachenko fighting that man. I don't see it. I don't know why. I would like it, but I don't see it. It's a winnable fight for Lomachenko. It's a winnable fight for Devin Haney. It's a good fight. But I just don't see it. I think after, assuming he beats Lopez, I think Lomachenko is going to call out Gervonta Davis. And if Gervonta Davis beats somebody, I don't know, between 135, whoever he selects, I don't know who he's going to select, but it sounds like, according to Floyd Mayweather, that the next fight is going to be in-house. But guys, I'm telling you, it may not happen now. It might be a couple years. But I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it almost more than before. Because at first, Tank Davis wasn't even in the same weight class as Lomachenko. So I understood why Tank Davis didn't have to jump and fight him there, especially if he had work to do at 130 and Lomachenko was at 135. I understood that. I wasn't going to call him a cow and try to force the man to jump up and fight him. But now that Gervonta Davis has established he can fight at 130, he can fight at 135, and he can also fight and win and compete at 140. And his power carries in any division that he has fought in thus far. Guys, and this is the reason why I say we gotta wait. Because Lomachenko versus Lopez, that most likely will be a trilogy. Let me repeat. Lomachenko versus Lopez, that most likely will be a trilogy. Lopez won the first, having a fight in between. Lomachenko just beat Nakatani. Then Lopez is probably going to fight Lomachenko the second time. This time around, Lomachenko is probably going to get the win. At that point, they will either do a third fight right back, or it might be another fight in between. But people get mad at Floyd Mayweather because he says, I want to do an in-house thing for Gervonta Davis. If you're going to get mad at Floyd Mayweather, you better get mad at every other promoter that does it. Zone, Top Rank, Golden Boy, all of them. A lot of these promoters are not so fast to jump and match shift. They want to make all the bread themselves for both fighters. Let me see what we got. He says, I don't know what they were seeing. Tank was winning after the third round or fourth round. You know what? And that's the thing, right? They were saying that Tank Davis was down the scorecards. Now, I called the fight, blow by blow, right? Listen, guys, if you are running late to a fight, if you are at work, or listen, if you like, listen, man, I want somebody to talk boxing with. Not only can you talk boxing with me, but you can talk boxing to anybody in the chat, and you can debate. You can predict, you can debate. See, me, I don't like when everybody go along. Like even when I used to go to my homeboy, I got a homeboy, Mike. Mike used to always throw the parties back in the day for the fight. Like when I saw Shane Mosley fought Mayweather, my boy Mike, he would get the fight. We'll all chip in. We'll all go to his basement. And believe it or not, the crowd would be split. A lot of people go for Mosley. A lot of people go for Floyd. And I love it because to me, it makes the fight mean that much more. Because when your guy wins, you get to sit there and grin and smile and be like, I know it, in front of everybody else was there. Oh my God, I love that moment. Because when Pacquiao, when Shane Mosley hit Floyd Mayweather, you should have seen the back of that room. Man, all them old timers that used to follow Shane Mosley, you should have seen it. I don't know if my dad was going for him or not. I don't know, remember. But I know all them other old timers, they were going for him, man. They were like, I told you you gonna get him. That's Shane Mosley, boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. I said, it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. I said, you saw who won the rest of that round, right? You saw who won the rest of that round. And man, after that, that room got so quiet. When Mayweather just winning round after round after round, and the nail on the coffin for them, even before the fight was over, is when him and Mosley was in like some kind of entanglement, not Jada Pinkett, but some kind of entanglement. And I think Mosley must have done something illegal. And I remember, I think it's Bailey was saying, that's a hard warning, Suge. That's a hard warning. And he said, fight. And then Mosley was still trying to argue with the ref. And then Mayweather came up and popped him in his mouth. Boom. And after that point, man, it was downhill, man. It was downhill. But listen, guys. When you're talking about Gervonta Davis, from 130, 135, and if he wanted to stay at 140, speaking just on money, I think he's the cash cow. I think Al Heyman, Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellerbe, listen, they done a hell of a job with Tank. And they done a hell of a job. And Tank done a hell of a job living up to it. Tank Davis, who was given that name as a kid. So a lot of times people can't live up to it, right? You call somebody Tank. Imagine if Palamon when he was a kid, they called him Tank. But then he grew up to be the feather puncher he is. The name just don't fit, right? It just don't fit. Or you know what I'm saying? Are they calling you, well, I was gonna say big man, but you grew up to be 4'6". Nah, but you get it. You know what I'm saying? It actually fit. It actually, I really believe as a kid, he embodied that name, Tank, right? And all the times, all the coaches and the big kids, oh man, you can't mess with Tank, you can't stop Tank. I believe they got to his head, and that kind of helped mold Tank to be who he is today. It made him help mold to be the crafty puncher, the big puncher that he is. See, people look at just his power, but it's not just his power. Tank Davis can box. Tank Davis can counterpunch. If you listen, Tank Davis is an underrated counterpuncher. They don't give him the credit for it, but he is. If you think about a lot of his knockouts, they're counterpunches. Even when he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz, it was a counter uppercut to the noggin. When he dropped Brandon Barrios, no, I can't say Brandon. Mario Barrios. It was a counter to the uppercut. Barrios was trying to throw a right uppercut, right? Tank Davis slid this way, and as he missed, he made an opening. Tank Davis slid over and said, "Oh, you got an opening? Well, let me go and come in there." Like Tank Davis did that man like what was that movie Dave Chappelle was in? A smoking movie. I can't think of it now. Where he was pretending like he's bad, like I'm a bad man. Come on, pull the heart out. Right? That's what it is, man. Like some brutal fatality type of stuff. He said, I don't know why they were saying Tank was winning after Tank were winning. Oh, they say were. Don't say I don't know why they were saying Tank was winning after the third or fourth round. To me, before he knocked him out, I had Tank up by maybe a round. I had Tank up. I had him up. I honestly, I'm different. I didn't have him drastically losing like that to Mario. I thought Mario, don't get me wrong, I thought Mario won rounds because he was able to keep that distance. Tank Davis was able to slip shots, but Tank Davis wasn't able to counter. And the result, Barrios was able to win some rounds. And then there was some toss-up rounds where Barrios would come out starting real good, and then Tank Davis at the end level would come back. And then you got to listen. You have to factor in when you drop somebody twice in the same round. It's not looked at being just one round. It's not like a 10-9 round. You drop somebody one time, if you win that round, it's a 10-8 round. If you drop them twice, it's a 10-7 round. So even if you had Barrios up by 3 rounds, that one round is an equalizer. And you know what I'm saying? Or it can put you above. So, I mean, if you're trying to just go off, he won 3 rounds. Listen, you got to go off of everything in boxing. You just can't pick and choose. I thought, honestly, it was a close fight, but I thought before the knockout, I had Tank Davis slightly up. Not big. Don't get it twisted. But I had Tank Davis slightly up. But guys, it's your boy T. That was Blazing Sports, man. Let me go and get back to doing my 9 to 5. Appreciate you guys working with me. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to download my own video because I can't do a lot of videos when I want. And I'm going to cut out the Pacquiao section so you guys can have it. And I might dice up the Gervonta Davis versus Barrios as well. As I should cut my phone off. Either way, this your boy T. That was Blazing Sports. Subscribe to the channel now. Smash the like button now. Hit the notification bell now. Because I'm back at it like a crack addict giving you boxing geek.